Hello there, a very good evening. Welcome to the news on Rupavahini. I'm Chamindi Samarasekara.
And I'm Rohan Mendis.
President Mahinda Rajapaksa has instructed the relevant officials to systematically control the socialization of narcotics and formulate a streamlined plan for complete control of narcotics. The President has given these instructions at the discussions held at Temple Trees yesterday on the Special National Program for Control of Narcotics. The meeting focused attention on the importance of a national plan to prevent smuggling in of narcotics, its spread in the country, and the school children getting addicted to drugs, bubble and other forms of intoxicants. A special committee for the formulation of the plan and its implementation was appointed. The President said that rules and regulations relating to prevention of narcotics should be sternly implemented and drug addicts should be rehabilitated. A large number of raids has been carried out during the recent period under the Matharatita program. Last year alone, 316 kilograms of heroin had been confiscated. Legal action has been taken against 23,215 persons. Nearly 400 million litres of spirits have been confiscated by the police and legal action has been taken against nearly 100,000 persons. The amount of cannabis confiscated has exceeded 80,000 kilograms. The officials were also instructed by the President to take expeditious steps to use modern technical equipment for custom operations to prevent smuggling in of narcotics. The President said that emergency raids against the people selling bubble, intoxicants and synthetic intoxicants near school should be aggravated. The President instructed the Inspector General of Police that stern attention should be made about persons who hang around the schools. The Civil Defence Force will be strengthened to assist in the new program. Community participation will also be obtained for the program. Prime Minister D.M. Jayaratne, Ministers Maithripala Sirisena, Basil Rajapaksa, Tissa Karaliyadda, Chandrasiri Gajadhira, Defence Secretary Gotabaya Rajapaksa, Cabinet Secretary Sumit Abesinghe and the Chief of the Presidential Staff Gawini Senarath and officers of the security forces attended the meeting.
The Elections Secretariat announced that the 2014 Provincial Council elections for the Western and Southern provinces will be held on the 29th of March. Acceptance of nominations from recognized political parties and independent groups ended at 12 noon today. 18 recognized political parties and 15 independent groups have submitted nominations for the Colombo district. Nominations from 4 independent groups have been rejected. 13 recognized political parties and 9 independent groups are contesting from the Gampaha district. 14 recognized political parties have submitted nominations for the Kalutara district. From this, the nominations of All Island People's Congress have been rejected. The number of political parties contesting from the Galle district for the Southern Provincial Council elections is 14. 4 independent groups are also contesting in this district. 14 recognized political parties and 5 independent groups are contesting the election from the Mathura district. 9 recognized political parties and 4 independent groups have submitted nominations for the Hambantota district. The United People's Freedom Alliance submitted their nominations at the Galle District Secretary's office this morning. Minister P.S.N. Gamage, Deputy Speaker Chandima Virakkodi and Group Leader, former Chief Minister of the Southern Province, Shan Vijayalal De Silva, attended this occasion. The United People's Freedom Alliance Galle District Group Leader Shan Vijayalal De Silva said that in last Provincial Council election, the United People's Freedom Alliance got more than 2/3 of the votes, and in this election, it is certain that the UPFA will get a 5/6 mandate. The United National Party also handed their nominations for the Galle district today. Parliamentarian Gantha Karunatilaka and several others attended the occasion. The United People's Freedom Alliance handed over their nominations for the Mathura district this morning. Minister Dalasarha Peruma and the Mathura district group leader Chandima Rasaputra and several others attended the occasion. Minister Dalasarha Peruma said that the UPFA victory in this election is undoubtedly certain. He said that in the name of President Mahinda Rajapaksa, they are making an appeal to the people of the Mathura district to repose their trust in the group and that they have been nominated. The nominations of the United People's Freedom Alliance for the Hambantota district were handed in at the Hambantota District Secretary office this morning. parliamentarian Nama Rajapaksa and the group leader for the Hambantota district Somavansa Khodagoda and several others attended the occasion. Hambantota district parliamentarian Nama Rajapaksa said that with the increase of the election of the number of members in the government group, the people's representation in the villages and the provinces will get increased. This would, he said, increase the benefits as well as allocations for the development of the villages and the province. Mr. Rajapaksa said that he hopes that the people will make the right decision in this provincial council election. The Hambantota district leader of the United People's Freedom Alliance, Somavansa Khodagoda, said that in the last provincial council election for the Southern Province and the United People's Freedom Alliance obtained a two-third majority, and this election they are certain of getting a 5-6 majority. The United National Party handed in their nominations for the Kalturu district this morning. Parliamentarian Ajit P. Pereira and the group leader Kitsuri Kahatapiti and several others attended the occasion. The nominations of the United National Party for the Colombo district were handed in today under the leadership of group leader Manju Sri Arlangala. The United National Party Colombo district group leader Manju Sri Arlangala said that the United National Party has got a new strength today and a new march has started. The nominations of the Janata Vimukti Paramula for the Colombo district were handed in today by the group leader K.D. Lalkanta. The Janata Vimukti group leader for the Colombo district, K.D. Lalkanta, said that they enlightened the people before the election because as per the election rules it is not possible to make house-to-house campaigns. He said that they will only have to wait and see. Nominations of the Muslim Congress and the Ceylon Workers Congress were also handed in at the Colombo district secretary's office today. After handing over nominations, supporters of several parties expressed their jubilation at various places.
Internal problems in the United National Party has become further aggravated. This has become clear with the clashes that had taken place in the party's nomination board. The Colombo district parliamentarian of the United National Party, Ravi Karunanaike, has said that he is resigning from the nomination board of the party. He has presented a letter to the party leader Ranil Wickremesinghe in this connection. It is mentioned in the letter that he is frustrated about the nomination list for the Colombo district. He has pointed out that hopes of winning the provincial council election have been shattered due to unilateral decisions relating to nominations. He has accused that the party has violated democratic norms. He has further stated in his letter that the party leadership should take the responsibility for the adverse consequences of taking unilateral decisions. Meanwhile, Mrs. Fereza Muzammil resigned today from the United National Party's National Executive Committee. In a letter forwarded to the party leader Ranil Wickremesinghe, she has stated that due to the problematic decisions of the Leadership Council, the trust of the people towards the party is getting eroded day by day. She has pointed out that the United National Party, acting as a legacy of a few persons, has caused injustice to a majority of party members. Mrs. Fereza Muzammil has emphasized she will have no dealings with the party in the future. An attempt made by parliamentarian Palitha Thevara Peruma to assault Mr. Ranil Wickremesinghe due to a problem related to nominations had been averted yesterday. United National Party parliamentarian Palitha Thevara Peruma said that he went to the group meeting expecting a response. He said that they have no other place to discuss their problems. When the question was raised at the meeting, the party leader got up and left the place saying questions and questions. He said that the party leader fled from the place. Mr. Thevara Peruma stated that what they appeal was to face the problems and not to run away from the problems. The former provincial council members of the United National Party have alleged that the authoritative rule of Mr. Ranil Wickremesinghe is driving the United National Party to the abyss. The former provincial council member Shira Laktilaka said that although Mr. Ranil Wickremesinghe asked for democracy from President Mahinda Rajapaksa, Mr. Ranil Wickremesinghe does not have that democracy. He said that Mr. Ranil Wickremesinghe tramples, smashes and even attempt to murder those who go against him. If Ranil Wickremesinghe thinks that people of this country is prepared to hand in this country to a person like him, it is only a myth. The former provincial council member Maitri Gunaratna said that a thing that has become very clear at present is that the character called Karu Jayasuriya has become a peon of Ranil Wickremesinghe. When elections were held in the Kandy area and when the elections were held in the Kurunegala area and in the northwestern province, he said that they demanded to obtain 40% of the votes. It was not possible to do that. Mr. Gunaratna said that only 22% of the votes were obtained in those elections. He said that the forthcoming provincial council council elections is the elections that comes before the presidential election. He demanded the United National Party to display their strength by getting at least 30% of the votes. He said that the defeat of these elections will start in the month of April, their foot to walk to demand the ouster of Ranil Wickremesinghe and the Leadership Council.
Well, the United National Party parliamentarian Harin Fernando said that he has become a hilarious subject because of the behavior of the party leader. UNPMP Harin Fernando said that people can see a great difference when working with President Mahinda Rajapaksa and opposition leader Ranil Wickremesinghe. President Rajapaksa is behaving in a friendly manner, exchanging pleasantries with the people even when he attends a wedding ceremony. When we meet Ranil Wickremesinghe at a function and try to talk to him, calling him sir, he just shakes his head, he says.
Here is an election roundup relating to the handing over of nominations today. The Mathura district group leader of the United People's Freedom Alliance, Chandima Rasaputra, and other candidates were warmly welcomed by a huge crowd in the Mathura town this morning. The UPFA election steering office of the Mathura district was also declared open today. Speaking at this occasion, the group leader, Chandima Rasaputra, requested other candidates to carry out a disciplined and gentleman politics in the elections. The Mathura district group leader of the United People's Freedom Alliance, Chandima Rasaputra, said that the people of the Mathura district are very much special when it comes to elections. They never become second to others. The UPFA is requesting everyone to engage in a transparent and disciplined election campaign.
Mathura Janatawa Susheshai Kenakapita Miastavidi, Pahadilium Penanda Buluan, Mama. හැමදාම විශ්වාස කරන දෙයක් තමයි මාතර කාටවත් දෙවුනි වෙන්නේ නැහැ විශේෂයෙන්ම මේ මැතිවරණයේදී ශීලාචාර මැතිවරණය කරන්න විනීත මැතිවරණය කරන්න තමුනාසලා සියලු දෙනාටම ආරාධනා කරමින්
A pin-come ceremony to invoke blessings for the political march of United People's Freedom Alliance Colombo district candidate Hirunika Premachandra was held at her residence this morning. Ministers Maithripala Sirisena, Dr. Tissa Vitarana, Vasudeva Nanayakara, Salinda Disanaka and several other people's representatives attended the pin-come. United People's Freedom Alliance Colombo district candidate Hirunika Premachandra said that she will stop this political march only after getting a significant victory. She said that she has the support of a significant group of politicians and the people. She said that she also has a prominent elderly group to guide and advise her. The main election office of the United People's Freedom Alliance was declared open in the city of Galle today. The former Chief Minister of the Southern Province and the UPFA group leader for the Galle district, Sean Vijayalal de Silva, was the chief guest. Ministers Nimal Siripala de Silva and PSA Nagamage, Deputy Speaker Chandima Veerakkodi and parliamentarians Manusha Nanayakara and Dr. Ramesh Patrana also attended the function.
Well, the new bell and the Dulasmahe Pahana that have been established at the Sripada Maluva will be declared open tomorrow amidst chanting of Setpirit by the Mahasangha. The Sri Lanka Air Force carried out a 7-day operation to bring these objects weighing around 30,000 kilograms from Nalathani to the Sripada Maluva. An Mi-17 helicopter made 26 trips to bring the items in parts. The Pirit chanting will be carried out in Nalathania until midnight tonight. The chief incumbent of the Sripada, Venerable Bengamue Dhammadina Theros, said that 500 members of the Mahasangha, including Mahanayaka Theros, will participate in this Pirit chanting. After that, the Mahasangha will proceed to the Sripada Maluva from 12 midnight tonight. The Buddhist Revival Committee report has been presented to President Mahinda Rajapaksa. This historical report had been prepared with the assistance of the Dharmapala generation. The Mahasangha and the members of the Buddhist Cultural Revival Committee met the President at Temple Trees today. The report submitted to the President contains proposed solutions obtained from the people relating to long-standing problems faced by the people in Sri Lanka. At this meeting, it has been decided to name the one-year period from Anagarika Dharmapala's birthday of 17th September until the 17th September next year as the Anagarika Dharmapala year. The President has instructed the officials to take necessary steps to hold special national festival in this connection. Members of the Mahasangha, including Venerable Dr. Velamitiya Kusaladhamma, Venerable Balangoda Sobita, Venerable Dr. Madagama Dhammananda, Shashrapati Venerable Gonaduwe Gunananda, Shashrapati Venerable Dharanagama Kusaladhamma, the Secretary of the Ministry of Buddhist Affairs, MKB Disanayaka, Secretary of the Ministry of Education, Anura Disanayaka, and Secretary of the Ministry of Culture, BKS Ravindra, attended the function.
Australia has informed that it will not support a war crime investigation against Sri Lanka. Meanwhile, Russia has assured that it would provide fuller support to Sri Lanka in the international arena. A propaganda report against Sri Lanka had been released yesterday. When an inquiry was made about this report, the Australian Foreign Minister, Mrs. Julie Bishop, has expressed the stance of the Australian government. She has emphasized that Australia will not support an international investigation about Sri Lanka. Instead, Australia will support a mechanism that will be implemented by Sri Lanka. Meanwhile, a Russian delegation headed by the Deputy Speaker of the Russian Parliament, Duma, Sergei Selenskyy, has met the Deputy Speaker, Chandima Virakudi. After discussions held at the parliamentary complex yesterday, the Russian Deputy Speaker has explained about the stance of his country to the media. He has said that Sri Lanka, with a long history after winning several challenges, is making efforts to provide better life conditions for all communities. The Russian Deputy Speaker has said Russia, as a long-time friend of Sri Lanka, will extend its fullest support to Sri Lanka in the international arena.
I wish all the best for the Sri Lankan people, for your excellent culture, for all social efforts which you spend in trying to build a peaceful society, and you will always be supported by Russian Parliament and Russian Federation with all the efforts turned to the getting people's life better.
Well, construction of several expressways is now being carried out simultaneously. 2 of these expressways are to be completed and are due to be vested with the people next month. These 2 expressways are Colombo Outer Circular Expressway and the second stage of the Southern Expressway. This report is about the construction of the Outer Circular Colombo Expressway. The Colombo Outer Circular Expressway is being constructed under 3 stages. More than 95% of the construction work of the first stage from Kottava Makumbura interchange to Kaduwala, the length of which is 11 kilometers, have been completed. The second stage will extend from Kaduwala to Kadawatha, and the third stage will cover Kadawatha to Karavalapitiya stretch. The Outer Circular Expressway construction work was started under the patronage of President Mahinda Rajapaksa on 7th of December 2009, and this expressway will have 4 lanes. All roads that lead to Colombo will get joined to the Outer Circular Expressway. Under the first stage, there will be 2 vehicle crossing centers. After opening the expressway, an interchange will be constructed at Athurugiriya within a period of 1.5 years. Because the decision for constructing this interchange was made after starting of the project. Another interchange will be constructed at Kaduwala as an exit route for vehicles coming from Kottava. This will be a temporary interchange. The permanent interchange will be constructed at the low-level road in Kaduwala under the second stage of the project. 50% of the construction of the expressway up to Kadawatha under the second stage has now been completed. The length of this covered bridge across the marshy land between Athurugiriya and Kaduwala is 3.2 kilometers. Steps have been taken to prevent future flooding when the construction of this bridge was undertaken by filling the area. Although the expenditure was a little high, it has been carried out as a measure of protecting the environment. The chief engineer of the Colombo Outer Circular Expressway project, Vima Kandambi, said that 9 flyovers will cover the main and access roads of these expressways. Underground tunnel roads have been constructed at the railway line at Avisavela and at Homagama Hospital premises. He said that the assistance provided by local engineers for this construction work became very useful. The China Harbour Engineering Company is in charge of this 25,000 million rupees project. Chinese and Japanese engineers under the supervision of the Road Development Authority are carrying out the construction work. With the opening of the Kottava to Makumbura interchange stretch, it will become the largest and the most complicated interchange in Sri Lanka. It covers a land area of 170,000 square meters. Upon opening of this road network, it will open a new chapter in Sri Lanka's road network and in Sri Lanka's economy.
The Southern Faculty of the General Sir John Kuthalawala Defence University will be established at Suryavava. The foundation stone for this faculty was laid this morning. A land area of 148 acres at Nugagasyaya in Suryavava has been set apart for the construction of the Southern Faculty of the Kuthalawala Defence University. This is another step of making Sri Lanka the knowledge hub of Asia under the objectives of the Mahinda Chintana future vision. The foundation stones were laid by the Secretary to the President Lalit Veeratunga and the Secretary to the Ministry of Defence Gotabaya Rajapaksa. The first stages of the Science Faculty and the Computer Science Faculty will be completed next year. Under the second stage, 20 buildings will be constructed. It will house sports stadiums, libraries, a computer and research center, a pilot training school and a helicopter pad, management faculty and 3 other faculties. The government will spend 2,000 million rupees for this project. Several degree programs will start in the faculty next year. The Vice Chancellor of the Kuthalawala Defence University, Major General Milinda Piris, the Army Commander Lieutenant General Daya Ratnayaka, the Chief of Staff of the Sri Lanka Navy Rear Admiral Jayantha Pereira, the Chief of Staff of the Sri Lanka Air Force Air Marshal Kolita Gunathilaka and Additional Secretary to the Ministry of Defence Mrs. Damayanti Jayaratna also attended the function.
Here's the latest from the world of sports. Today was the third day of the second test between Sri Lanka and Bangladesh being played in Chittagong. At close of play today, Bangladesh was 409 for the loss of 8 wickets in response to Sri Lanka's first innings score of 587 runs. At the start of the match today, Bangladesh was 87 runs for the loss of 1 wicket. Shamsur Rahman and Imrul Kais built a strong position for their second wicket. It is significant that both these players scored their test debut centuries in this match today. Shamsur Rahman scored 106 runs and Imrul Kais scored 115 runs. The Sri Lankan youth team became successful in winning the Under-19 cricket tournament against Australia. The Sri Lankan team won the third match as well. The match was played today, was won by 2 wickets. The third one-day match between Sri Lanka and Australia youth team was played at R. Premadasa Stadium in Colombo. The Australian team batting first was all out for 202 runs in 49.4 overs. Alex Gregory scored 50 runs. Anuk Fernando took 4 wickets. In return, the Sri Lanka team scored 204 runs for the loss of 8 wickets, 49.2 overs. Tilaksha Sumanasiri scored 50 runs.
And that's why we end tonight's edition on Rupavahini News together with Chamindi and Masha and rest of the news team. I'm Rohan Mendes saying thanks for watching us. Good night.
Good night.